Social media isn't bad. Why do I think that? It just isn't. It's just not. I know we all think that social media is the worst thing that has ever happened to this society, this generation. You know, it may have made you lose your marriage, it may have made you lose your kids, your job, but it just isn't bad. Like I get where people's gripes comes from with social media. I was actually a victim of social media for quite a long time before I realized that social media is like anything else in this life, where it's just like too much of anything is just going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? I was having a discussion with my friend and we were just talking about, you know, just like life and what we want out of life and stuff like that. And anybody who knows me knows that I love making music. I am a content creator. I just love creating content, period. Like I just love the process of my ideas coming from my mind and going into something visual or auditorial, if that's a word, and it going out to the public. I just love that process. However, I don't really like social media. And I didn't like it for a long time because social media, when misused, it can be bad. What do I mean by that? Essentially what I'm saying is that social media, the entity, whether it be Instagram, PS5 was like, hold on, like shit. No, but whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, it as a whole is not bad. It's actually very beneficial because you can learn so much, you can get entertained. I just feel like social media is just a great thing. However, when you go down the rabbit hole of the mindlessly scrolling and consuming content paradox, that is when it can become bad. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I find myself on the couch scrolling for hours. Not even stuff that's really that beneficial for me, just mindlessly scrolling. Because I think that a large portion of why we do it is because we want to detach from our reality. Maybe we're depressed about something. Maybe we don't want to face our thoughts. Whatever the case may be, we just find we find ourselves scrolling constantly, and that's what makes social media bad. And the way that we feel afterwards is horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Like after I sit on the couch for 5 hours scrolling on TikTok, I feel like, damn, what the hell did I just do with my life? Like that is insane. To be on the phone for 5 hours is just, nobody should be on the phone for that much. Unless it's like a business meeting. But even then, it's like a 5-hour meeting. But yeah, man, like I just don't think social media is bad. Just like I don't think alcohol is bad. Like is alcohol by itself bad? I'm joking. Alcohol is horrible. But the point that I'm trying to make is that social media as a whole is just a tool. Like I think a better example would be like, is a knife bad? Sure. If you're using the knife to kill people, it's horrible. However, if you're using the knife to make a great dinner for your wife and kids, a knife is a great tool. And I think that that's how we should look at social media. Social media should just be something that is a tool. And we should use social media, but we shouldn't let it use us. Especially us being content creators and people who want to share our gifts and our talents with the world. I feel like when I'm scrolling on social media, I get mad discouraged. I feel like, damn, there is so much good content out here. Where is the room for me to fit in? But the fact of the matter is, there's so much room. There's room for all of us to win. But when you go down the rabbit hole of social media, it almost feels like every idea that you want to act on is taken. Which is why I feel like a better way to use social media is to just create the content you want to make, post it, and go. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be nothing more. It doesn't have to be nothing less. There are ways to get around that where, okay, for like YouTube, you can schedule your releases. You can schedule your release for YouTube. You can even schedule your releases for Instagram, from what I heard, and even Twitter. I don't post on Twitter. Twitter is funny as hell though. I'm not gonna lie, like Twitter, I really do love Twitter, but it's so toxic. It's like a watered down version of Reddit. Like I feel like Reddit is like crack, and I feel like Twitter is like it's like wine. You know, it's like at the end of the day, you just want to, I don't know, I'll indulge. But too much of it is, yeah. But the point that I'm trying to make, there's other external apps where you could use to just kind of schedule your posts. So you don't have to necessarily be on the app. Now I know TikTok, it's kind of hard. Like you can't really, you know, I don't think they have an app that you could schedule your releases. I could be wrong. Maybe if you come across this video and you know of one, just leave it in the comments below for anybody who's struggling with that. But I don't really know. I think you just have to, I think it just comes down to discipline, bro. Like at the end of the day, all of this stuff comes down to discipline. As much as I would love to download these apps and schedule my releases and stuff like that, I just don't like that feeling either. I don't like the feeling of anything or anyone having control over me. So when I'm thinking about social media and I'm thinking like, I can't post or I can't go on the app because I'll scroll, it's like, I don't want to have to do that, bro. Like I want to be able to just, damn. Was it blurry this entire time? Anyway, I don't want to have to go through the burden of being scared of social media. I think that's also something that when I talk to my friends about it or talk to whoever, like they look at social media like it is just the worst thing ever. And it's just not, bro. It just isn't. Like for instance, when I was doing stand-up and I had this bit where I was telling people how a lot of parents are telling kids that they want to go to school, but I'm in school and I'm scrolling on my phone and I'm seeing people getting paid thousands of dollars to eat mukbangs. Mukbangs, but like we literally live in a world where you can eat and get paid. People can watch you eat and you get paid. These people are making more than doctors. And you're sitting here trying to tell me that I need to go to school. Now there's nothing wrong with going to school. I think school is a great thing. But I also don't think social media is bad. I mean, look at what it's doing. Like there's no time in history where you can legit monetize anything, bro. Anything. Like there's nothing, like if you were somebody who just liked making socks and you started a making socks YouTube channel, I guarantee you can make a living off that shit. I literally have a cousin who sews. She sews. And it's fire. Like it's really fire. She has a following and she's doing all right, you know? And it's like, just looking at it like that, you think people in the 40s, well, I mean, they had tailors and shit, but you get what I'm saying? Like you can make like a legit earning from social media doing anything that you want. Like would you rather work a job where you're making like, I don't know, 50 grand, but you hate it? Or would you want to work a job where you're making like 78K and you love it? And you can potentially make more. There's no cap, especially when you're an entrepreneur. That's kind of what it's like to be a content creator or what have you. I feel like social media is pivotal for that. And the whole premise of this video is just me to encourage you all to kind of look at things for what it is and step out of the emotion of what it is that you're feeling behind said thing. Because I feel like our emotions drive a lot of our thought process. And when it comes to social media, the first thing that we think of is like, oh, it's highly addictive. It shouldn't be this addictive. Okay, sure. You can make a strong case that it shouldn't be that addictive. But if we're being real, if it wasn't so addictive, would you be able to make an honest living? I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, it shouldn't be or it should be. I'm just saying, this is what it is. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to capitalize on the fact that social media does exist, especially with short form content. Now YouTube, you know, they do have shorts, but longer form content, it is harder for people to digest and grab their attention for that long. And not for me. I enjoy it. I'm sure other people enjoy it because I like listening to podcasts. I like content like this. So I'll be driving somewhere and I'll be listening to somebody talk for 10 minutes. And I feel like that's cool. And where am I going with this? Basically, the point that I'm trying to make is that it's very low risk and very high reward with social media. And I think that it would be idiotic to not even, to at least give it a try or change your mindset on it, because I talk to my friends so much about it where I'm just like, they're telling me I hate my job. I hate my job. And they're talented in so many other things. Like, I have a friend who does hair. I have a friend who makes music. I have friends who draw. Like, so many of these, like, so many friends of mine have insane talents, and social media can literally be the platform or the stage that they need to cultivate a fan base where they can actually make an honest and very comfortable living doing something that they love because of social media. And I think that it just breaks my heart when people just shut down social media completely, because I'm just like, damn, bruh. Like, I could go on and on. But the point that I'm making is that social media isn't bad. How you use it is bad. I don't think that you should ever be scrolling for more than realistically 20 minutes. I was gonna say 30, but it's like, it just like, think about how many videos you could watch in an hour. It's like over 100, especially like with a lot of these TikTok videos, they'd be like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. But now they're making them longer. So I don't know, bro. But moral of the story is social media just isn't bad. How you use it is bad. But I think there's ways to get around it. Like maybe setting a time limit for the apps that you can go on and letting your friend let a friend make the passcode so you don't know it, and you get like, I don't know, 15 or 30 minutes on each app a day. That gives you enough time to just post, grab the information you need to get, leave it alone. And I think that that's fine. It ain't easy. I tried it. I wasn't able to do it. But I feel like I'm trying to turn a new leaf, which is why I'm making this content or making this video, because I want you all to be a part of this journey with me. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you all so much. I really love the love and support that I've been getting on this channel. It may not seem like a lot to you all, but man, it is I love it, because I've always wanted to make content like this, and just seeing the feedback that I get from you all, it just makes me want to continue to create content like this. So yeah, and if you guys have topics that you want me to talk about that you may have trouble, you know, gaining some insight on, some more mindset stuff, or it could be anything. I'm genuinely curious. As you can see, I love talking. So yeah, just drop it in the comments below or DM me on IG, Trent Bishop 888 on all socials. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I come with the next one. Peace out.